Hey there, happy Monday, happy St. Patrick's Day, all that stuff. Coming live just because I got a minute. I think I'm gonna go to bed early today, so um, hmm, my voice is weird. I can't. I'm talking weird a little bit because my braces are really that last wire is really doing its work, and I don't know. I can't talk right, so. My pronunciation of some things are going to be weird. What's this doing? I may try not to talk too much just because of that. I don't know. Um, oh my gosh. Oh, there's crap on my desk. Um, yeah, so I had kind of a coloring epiphany. Um, that when I did the sip and paint um, on Joe Comfort Zone's channel. Um, and on Saturday evening, and that did something for me with dealing with acrylic paint because that's what the kits that we had were all acrylic paint kits, and this is like my leftover paint. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I sprayed some water in there to hopefully keep it a little bit moist, but I probably need to use them up really quickly or soon. But when I don't know, something happened after I did that where um, it opened something up for me. And when did I start working on this page? I think I started working on this page yesterday, late yesterday when our power came back on because we did lose power yesterday. I had no idea we were going to have a storm or anything, but it turns out that we did. Well, it was really windy here, but I guess there were actually tornado warnings south of us. Okay, like again, like what's up with this tornado warning thing? I don't live in the Northeast to deal with tornadoes, but yeah, so it was really windy. Other places, I guess they had like thunder and lightning and stuff, but we didn't really have that. But and it didn't seem like it was any windier than any other day we may have had. I've seen windier, but we lost power. It like kept going out and coming back on like within like seconds. And I was like, oh brother, I immediately like after the third time I shut everything down because I didn't want it sending some crazy surge to all my devices. And then, well, when I did that, then the power went out entirely. So it was kind of like, I guess it was, I don't know, I guess like I knew it was coming. Um, so we were without power for like it was almost 2 hours. I think it wasn't too bad, but it also was kind of dark, so I was trying to color in the dark. And I actually like had started. I took out one of my little emergency lamps and started coloring this, and I messed up the bottom of this page, and it caused me to start another one in pencil last night. But now that I look at it now, I can really see it. I don't think that's too bad. I probably can fix that. Um, but I don't know how I feel about these up here. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So then I started coloring this. It's like, yeah, well, let's just work on a gnome page. And I originally started doing the grass. I was trying to use the King Art gel stick, and I don't know why, but I just wasn't feeling it. Um, and this paper it can't really handle water too much, so and I got little spaces to try and get color in, so I was like, nah, that might not be the thing to use for this. So I said, well, let's try it with acrylic markers, and so that's what I did, and I something kicked in somewhere, and I'm kind of figuring out how to blend with some of them. And there's something interesting about that. First of all, these paint markers that don't have any kind of name on them, they're by Zobbx. Zobbx. I looked back in my Amazon cart to see what they were called. These are oil based, and I notice I can blend with them. Really, I can blend with them. That's what I did with the clouds here. That's what I did with him, and a few other places. Um, I haven't tried doing this with others of the acrylic water based ones, but I checked my Amazon list because when I looked at this after I had a bunch of things colored in, I was like, parts of these are shiny, and the parts that are shiny are the ones that I actually use these on. Um, Over the top or something. I don't know. Anyway, that made me look, and it's like, oh, so these are oil based. My other ones are water based. The other acrylic markers I have, the Arctics, the Tanmit, which I also use the Tanmit markers on here. It's basically all Tanmit and Zobbx. And someday I'm going to find those others. They are um, acrylic markers because I think they're actually oil based also. Hey, TaylorMade. Yeah, this something clicked in for me because it's like I'm liking this page, and as I took it out, I was like, well, what should I use on it? And I wasn't feeling pencil because it seems like every time I use pencil on these thickly lined illustrations, I don't like it. And I always have felt led to use marker, but didn't know really how to use marker. I'm learning how to use marker. Like if you see here, I'm kind of like I'm trying to, show, light and things like that. I have a little more work to do on that, but it's almost like in some ways you have to do one layer and then do another to kind of fine tune it. That's what I'm finding out. And it's like, wow, like where did this come from? All of a sudden it's clicking for me. And yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to happen for me to understand how these things work before I started working on things I really care about, and I really don't want to mess up. This it would be okay to mess up because they're PDFs that I can, print another one and start over. But like the cards I have from Bubbles and some of those things, it's like, no, I don't have another chance at that. So, um, this is from, I just put on there what I did. I think it's the Gnomes at Home. Let me double check. I got it on my computer and I need to write it on the back too. This is a Dover publication. This is from the Dover Sampler, but it's from the book Gnomes at Home, I think. Let me just look it up. I haven't been looked that book. Yeah, no, it's called Garden Gnomes. Yeah, it helps to get the name right. Let's try and look it up. Let me write that down in here. Markers everywhere. Yeah, I wrote up in the back of here too what I used because this is kind of a Garden Gnomes coloring book. And this is actually in the Dover Sampler, the most recent one. I have these from when they offered them in the Dover Sampler like a couple months ago, but also it's in the one like I just got like the end of last week. So if you're signed up for that, this is one in the ones you can download. So let's do the date. Trying to do that with these. That's a nice thing about PDFs. But yeah, even as I look at this, some of these are shiny. Once I figure out that shiny part, it's like, oh. So like it happened without, just in the process of coloring, but If I really wanted to be shiny like that, then I kind of have a better idea of how to do it. And it seems like it happened wherever I had 2 layers of where I let it dry. I let the first layer dry, and then I went over it. I just happened to do that with this because I was trying to make that line less visible. And what I like about the dark lines now on these images is that they can stand for being shade. And by the way, hi blue skies. I hope your daughter's doing well and everything with the storms over the weekend and everything. I hope you're doing well. I just read Foxy left a message on one of my underneath one of my videos that they had to go to the basement. I wasn't sure because they weren't saying that much. Ryan Hall, y'all, they weren't on what was it? Saturday, Sunday, whatever day that was. Sunday must be. After having like 2 12-hour lives, it's kind of like they knew they needed a break, so they were going to be there like for the major outbreak to give people warnings and stuff like that, which it seems like that's going to be even more important now, considering a certain person trying to cut everything except his own bad habits. We might be relying more on storm chasers directly communicating through social media. So, but and I'm rambling. I need to cover that up. Yes, I think I'm getting the hang of these, and that's unexpected, and it's a pleasant, unexpected thing. I can't talk. So I'm gonna be using. I guess I'm gonna be using these things more now that I'm finding out how they work. Ciao. It sure is. It's crazy, but I'm just working to make sure that that person is the only one that's insane, not me. And some of I don't know the other riffraff. I ain't got time for it. Let's keep thinking of that scripture. It's a psalm where it says, um, basically that God's sitting up in the clouds and laughing because He sees their day is coming. Yeah, that's what's in my mind. And I'm ready to go down the street when it's time. I'm ready. If I got to get out there and get loud, I'm ready. I'm just listening for whatever it is I need to do. Right now, it's just pray. And even not too much watching, because crazy is going to be crazy. So I don't need to see more crazy, but I just stay aware. Wise as a serpent, innocent as a dove, and ready to do whatever is necessary at any given moment. Because did I do that blue? Looks like I tried to. Yeah, the nice thing about these, like, it's almost like you make a mistake, just wait for it to dry, and then color over it. It might not always be as successful as you want, because right here, I didn't realize this was a mushroom, this part, and so it was green. So in layers, I'm coloring over it, trying to get it back to beige, which I wonder if I use a Tanmit marker, if that would work better. I'm trying to figure out which of my acrylic markers does what the best. And in what way it does that. So, okay, now that's looking a little more beige, so I guess I just have to keep letting it dry and going over it again, and the color will come out. Yeah, wow. That looks more like it now. Let's see how it looks when it dries. These are Tanmit dual acrylic markers, and these are water-based. And then these are Zobbx, Z-O-B is in boy, B is in boy, two B's, X markers. And these are oil-based. So I went on Amazon looking for more oil-based markers because I thought, and different tips, kind of just for. Well, actually, I was trying to see if they had like a fine liner by any chance, but they don't. Because that's the one thing I feel like I probably need in using this combination and using all acrylic markers. I need a fine liner. I do have different tips between this and the Tanmit and the Artex and the Zayars. I have the Zayars that are smaller, and then I have the Zayars that are bigger, and then I have that generic set by, is it Cougar or something like that? But I don't have a real fine liner. And so I actually purchased today some fine liners that are, like Sharpies, permanent markers, to kind of work for that with this for me. So that probably will be the three tools I use together whenever I do just acrylic paint markers, is to use the permanent fine liners for, like, fine things, that, and then to use, along with the acrylic markers. But one thing that I'm doing with this too is using the black lines to kind of work as the shade as well. So letting it do that for me. So, hey, Mandy. Yeah, I'm listening and doing as I am directed. That's it. And like, I'm not purposely running out anywhere, not purposely getting loud, but I am speaking in the places where I do have to speak, and I'm acting accordingly to, I've actually like kind of upped, making donations to certain news places that I know give the facts and the truth no matter what. So that's one thing that I'm doing, and giving them support, because if anybody were to try and pull support from them, I want it's like, we the people are the ones to do it, and so I want to make sure that happens. We have more power than we know we have. It's just usually we don't have to like be getting all into it until somebody does something stupid like he is. But we told y'all, those of us from New York and New Jersey, we told y'all he's a lousy businessman. He's not a good businessman. He just knows how to file bankruptcies. I wish he had just stayed on The Apprentice and stayed out of politics. He would have been all right just there. Stay on the television that way. Now I'm just sick of seeing his face. Sorry, that's not what this is supposed to be about. But that's how I feel. He just reminds me of any bad manager I ever had, any bad manager, boss, where, it's kind of sad, but it's like, you can see exactly how to play him. And like, I don't understand so many people being so afraid of him. It's very clear how to play him. It's awful. Why is this a serpent innocent as a dove? But I used to have to do this when I worked for managers who didn't really know anything that was going on, didn't respect their people, didn't respect the people working underneath them. And I was in the middle, and so I had to figure out how to make sure the people that worked under me got what they needed, the respect, the raises, hours, whatever, how they got what was good for them because of what they were giving. I had good people working underneath me, um, and satisfy the person above me. And it was kind of easy in some ways because the person above me didn't know what the fuck anybody underneath them was doing. Sorry for my language, but that's really what it was. And so I could play them because like I could say, okay, well I know this is what they want. So if I and I wasn't lying at all. But it's just like you just tell them what you know is gonna like whatever. It's like, oh well if you do this, we'll be able to still like do this and whatever, and we'll be able to do like you frame it so that they see where the light shines on them. But what I know is, yeah, well, the light might be shining on you, but also what we're doing is giving everybody that's underneath you what they deserve. But they didn't know that part. And they didn't care because all they cared about was themselves. And it's like, you know what? And I says, well, if they don't know, sucks to be them, doesn't it? It's like, I just played you, but I played you for a good purpose. And like, that's all. That's it. But who wants to be in a thing like that? Like, that's not, you want people to be like all like working together for the common good. But it's like if you go there, first of all, if you, like I said, I don't like injustice. You start trying to do things to people, underneath me or my peers, I'm gonna get loud. But I'm not gonna get loud in a way just not useless. No, I'm gonna fight for those people. And you may not know what hit you by the time it hits you because I get in this mode that I can't quite explain. I just can't. I don't know, but it kicks in and it's like the shrewd thing. But I'm trying to stay in that mode. Be angry, but sin not. You know, it's a whole delicate thing. But I will do that for people that if I feel people are not being treated right. And the funny thing is, like some of those people I worked for, like they didn't even understand. Do you realize you're undermining yourself? Like, how stupid are you? That's like, that's what I think to myself. How stupid are you? If you lose these people who are working for you, do you know what position you're putting yourself in? You're setting yourself up for failure because these people know what they're doing. They're good at their job and they go above and beyond. If you're trying to make their life miserable, you're not doing good by yourself, even. It was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Gotta use wisdom. What color should I make her stockings? Yellow or orange? I'm gonna make them yellow. I still can't. I got issues with these female gnomes. I swear. If I could figure out a way to turn them into a guy or something, I would. Just because I can't deal with her hair being like that. It's like, or somehow cover this up so, I don't know, so that the hair is only here and not right here. Because it makes it look like it's coming out her nose. That's just weird. God help me if there's ever hair like that coming out my nose. And this is the thing I'm figuring out how to do. Now that's dry, and so I went over it I did that like, I don't know how long ago, early this morning, that orange, and then I went over it, so now I have like that kind of gradation there from putting this over it. Something that I learned, but I don't know that I can do that with the water-based markers. I just know I can do that with the oil ones, so I'm going to have to test that out with the water-based ones and see if I can do that with those too. Hey, Jill! I don't know why people are so cruel, but what's this song? What is it? Oh, yeah. This song by 9 Inch Nails. Bow down before the one you serve, you're going to get what you deserve. This is actually an alcohol marker, but I don't know. I didn't want to, because there's green on her shoes. There's green on there from when I was trying to use the gel sticks to do the grass. So I figured this will be my first line of color to make sure, to try and get rid of the greenness. So, yeah, Jill, you're sipping paint, sorry. Help me to do this. It's like that did something in my head with figuring out how to use acrylic markers, because I've never worked with acrylic before, and I really suck at using markers. But that did something. My paint's still here. I'm gonna try and do a coloring page with this paint. That sounds scary to me, but I'm gonna try it. I can do it on a PDF, and then I don't have to worry about, oh, I messed it up. So that's okay. Print another one. So, I'm wondering if I should make the barrel silver, because I do have a silver marker. I gotta find it. Where is it? I got all the acrylic markers out. Where is it? I never use the black one. Isn't that funny? I don't know what that one is. Let's see. Oh, I use that silver one kind of a lot, so it might be mixed in with. It doesn't want it. And I keep saying someday I'm going to get all my pencils put away. I don't know when that is. I start and then I pull something else out, and then it's like deja vu all over again. What's in this one? There's a lot of water in it. Ooh, that's my green light pencil. Finding everything but what I want. Yes, I have some permanent markers. One is permanent marker fine liners by Shuttle Art, and then there's a it looks like, well, Sharpie has some, and then they have like 3 different sets, but they're each like $25. And I was like, well, I'm not buying all 3. So I bought one that has colors in it that seem like they're distinctly different from what you see in most other permanent markers. They're not like, your average. Oh, is this it? Or is that light? No, that's it. Here it is. But I wonder if I should make it bronze instead. Where's that one? Oh, it's up here. Make it, I don't know, bronze or silver. Mary here? Hey, Mary. I just watched your video with the making the notepad. Miss Snooty is a star. That's what, I was gonna put that underneath your video, and I was like, no, you're doing too much, Linda. Just relax. Miss Snooty is a star. It would be just like me to like these markers the most because they're oil based. I didn't really know then. I didn't know one acrylic marker from the other. Yeah. I'm like, how can it be an acrylic marker? Like I said, I didn't know that much about that kind of. Foxy! The fox is back. Hey, welcome back. We missed you. We really missed you. Yeah, I'm going to cover this up and then I'll put that back in later or something. Then we got wood. Snooty is a star. Yes, she is. She always knew she would be. That's why she was Snooty. Wait a minute. No, yeah. So this part is wood. So sorry y'all had to hide in the basement, but I'm glad you're doing well, Foxy. I hadn't heard from my sister, so I thought, well, maybe it wasn't doing all that much down there, and she's in Conyers. But maybe she didn't have time to tell me. I don't know. That might have been it too. Too busy trying to keep everything in order. Ooh, my eyes are getting blurry. Where's my glasses? Oh Lord. Yeah. Annie's fault. It's Annie's fault. The hashtag is Annie's fault. Although I made the hashtag. But it all happened in Mary's live. I'll let Mary tell you about it. See how I keep throwing it off on other people? I don't know. It did happen in Mary's live. Which live was it? Was it Friday? And we were talking about it. Is the handle wood too? Sometimes the handle is wood. I could make the handle wood. No, I want to make it silver. I like shiny. Yeah, when I was coloring in the gnome, or no, I was coloring in something else, but I showed the other gnome page. Or what? What was it? And then we were talking about the gnomes, and while I was coloring, she was drawing. She was drawing the plants. It was a Sarah Renee Clark page, and so she was drawing the plants that I was coloring. And then I showed the gnome page. We were bugging her. I told her, you got to draw a gnome. You got to draw a gnome. She's doing like the snake plants and things. She says, you got to draw a gnome. You got to draw a gnome. I know you can do it. And so she did. Mary, I would like you to come up with a female gnome that doesn't have hair coming out her nose. This disturbs me so much. Maybe I should like get rid of her nose. I don't know. I do want to give her lipstick though. I forgot about that part. She needs lipstick. There we go. Because otherwise you can't tell what she is. I see a woman with hair coming out her nose. I'm running. That's an ogre. Not a gnome. Maybe I need to have some big eyelashes coming out of there or something. Okay, so I need to do his clothes and that. What to do with I could use the gold, but I don't know what the gold is. Put down that quick. No, lost. Okay, the bronze. Yeah, it's like, ooh. Every time I see drawings from this person, all their gnome books, and the I was like, what is that? It's disturbing. Okay, so there's that. Um, I don't know. I'm making the barrel shiny just cause I can. So was there any damage or anything around your house, Foxy? Or did everything turn out okay? The other thing I like about acrylic markers is that you don't have to worry about streaks. I can't deal with streaks, and I don't know how to not make like alcohol and um I don't know how to make alcohol markers and not streak. And then like some of the just I don't know total. I don't know what the other water based markers are like these because it's not acrylic. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they streak. I don't know how to not have streaks. Okay, that's good. Because I know, as you notice right now, I never get full coverage of the marker first try. So I got to go over it again and again. And if the medium streaks, I'm done. It's like I don't know how to not. I don't know how to. I got to watch more tutorials and stuff because to figure out how that works. And I need to. Yeah, I'm surprised that yesterday it's like storm. It's like I don't know. This is the first I've known about it, and I'm looking and I'm seeing that south of us has a tornado warning, and I'm like, huh? Well, I saw that after it was like over. It's like, really? I'm like, where did it come from? It seemed a little too early for us to be getting things like that. Right, Mary. That's just like you gotta have real skills to use them alcohol markers. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Come on now, come out, come out. So now I notice that these particular markers, the Zobbx, it says currently unavailable. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to become available again or not, but there are other oil-based markers that come in, sets like this with a lot of colors. So whenever these run out, if these aren't available, there's another set I can get. This does not want to come out. Hmm. Yeah, this is where I had the accident with the with the green one, and it had actually this was I don't know somehow I moved something and this got onto that page, so I got a green blob at the bottom. I gotta get rid of. What's that better? Man, shake this more. Yeah, hey Ivy Pearl. Ivy Pearl taught me 10 gazillion things again in one live. She does it every time. I learned a whole lot of stuff. I learned about paper, for one thing. Something I didn't know about paper and synthetic paper. Oh yeah, that's what that needed. Because like, look, now it's like I don't know if you can see that one spot at the top above the green. Yeah, it's alive now. It needed more shaking. So I learned about paper, which is something I need to get some of that Nara paper because I think I do. Well, I have 2 sets of alcohol ink that I haven't done anything with yet, and I probably need to do something with them fairly soon. I think that'll do it. This part needs to be green. Yeah, the dark lines in these illustrations are always like kind of. I didn't know. It's like, what if I color like the lines are so bold? I don't know. I didn't quite know what to do. Cover. And that's one thing that acrylic markers do. They cover up lines. It's not that I don't like the lines, but I just don't know how they work with the. Well, I feel like they're kind of distracting from the image a little bit. So, I don't know. Oh, J. Carey will help you. Do you do them on your, well, you have to do them on your, I wish you didn't have to do them on your phone, because then I could keep, my hands still. I wouldn't have to worry about keeping my hands still. Let me figure out the blueberries. What purple or blue. I'm scared. I don't know what to do this with. I don't know. Let's just leave that alone. Okay. Well, it's taken me what, like since 2021 to learn? It's just kind of, I mean, I might, if I don't know, it's a lot. I tell you one thing, you watch Ivy Pearl, she'll hook you up. She knows how to do everything. I'm convinced. Hmm. I want red. Yeah, editing. No, I ain't gonna be editing nothing. I put up the short. I add the music from the YouTube list or whatever, and that's it. Cause I can't be doing all that. I'm like, here it is. That's it. Oops. Can we get around there a little bit? Then I noticed on Amazon when I was looking for to see if there's like a fine liner type marker in um oil based acrylic. Um, you gotta watch it because like there's some that are advertises that, and then I looked at the review and they said this is not oil based. This is like, oh dear, thank you for telling me. It's like they lie. And when I looked at it, it's like, oh yeah, that looks just like this other marker that's on here, double tipped with one with fine point, and it distinctly says it's not oil based. It says it's water based. So it's like sometimes people are trying to pass off their product as one thing to kind of, well, to get your money. It's sad. Then I noticed Posca has fine liners because what I'm concerned about, I want coverage. That's what I'm looking for is something that's really a fine liner that's going to give me real coverage on anything, any type of medium. And so Posca has fine liners, but they really don't have that many colors. Because I think maybe they have 12 or something like that, maybe less. And they're Posca price. So that combination is like, no, that's all right. So I'm going to try the permanent markers. Probably didn't need to do what I did just there, but I felt like it. Should I give her red shoes instead of brown? Kind of like that color, but I don't know if I can match it. Oh, wait a minute, that one. Got lots of markers to put away. One thing about using markers is it goes faster. Goes much quicker coloring. No, that's kind of the wrong color. We won't do no more of that. Oh, that's what you use? Kind Master? Maybe this summer I'll explore some of those editing things. Right now I'm having a hard enough time getting my hashtags in. Trying to make sure I do that right. But yeah, I like Foxy's and Dawn's M Bean's color with me. I like their shorts. They're always lively. What color is this? That's a weird color. Let's see. My little piece of paper. That might work. These do have a nice point on them. And that was one reason why I had gotten them when I got them. Because I wanted every acrylic marker I got to have a different kind of point. It's kind of a thing with me because you use them differently. But I really wanted, like, even something that's a fine liner gives you even more control. Okay, I still don't know what to do about her hair. Her hair bugs me. I might need to use a fine liner for that. Let's see. Brighten this guy up. Try to. This pot. Get purple. I think I need to prime this. Wheel and that. This metal too, isn't it? Yeah, all you here, let me look it up. I got the link. I have the link in my tag, my Google Doc that I have all the tags on that I still need to fix because, like, somewhere I can't find one of them. But well, let's use the right keyboard. That would help. Dover. Da-da-da-da. Is that it? I'm gonna copy it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's it. I think I gave the wrong. Did I give the wrong link the other day? This is the link, and then it comes to your email. And what I wound up actually, like, I searched do a search in my email, Dover Sampler, because sometimes I lose I don't know, some I think if you don't open something for a while, they start sending it to your spam or whatever. It's Dover Publications. It's a publishing company, and they publish all kinds of books, but they publish a lot of coloring books. So and you can send a copy. Let me get a. Actually, let me check to see if they sent a new email. I need to keep up with them things a little better. Dover Sampler. The last one they sent, it's got country western coloring. I actually downloaded some of those pages. I think they had one with a boot. Yeah, it looks like the last one I got was on the 14th. Then they have one called Spectacular Spring Scenes. That's hard to say. I'm trying to say it. They also have a coloring book giveaway. Ooh, what happens if I copy this link? Oh, link in your tab. What happens? They have a coloring book giveaway. Oh, is this week Gnomes at Home? Oh, that's what this is. Gnomes at Home. No, this is Garden Gnomes. The book they have now is Gnomes at Home, that they have samples from. And Cat Mom, they have samples from that too, which they had that a few weeks ago, and or a couple months ago, and I downloaded that one. This is for their giveaway, and when you click that link, you can see more that's in their store. They actually have novels and things, classic novels. They're Dover thrift. I can't say that word. Dover thrift editions of classic works and other things. So rewards. Do I have any rewards? I've ordered from the. Oh, you got to join it. Did I join it? I don't know. I'm not signed in. I can't tell. But I ain't buying no more coloring books. Oh, speaking of coloring books, I am supposed to get my Kirby Rosanna's book tomorrow. That was in my when I was looking for the markers, what markers I had ordered to see what whether they were oil based or not. Um, that was in my orders. I was supposed to get it tomorrow by 10 p.m. Dark Fairy Tales, Colors, Sinister Stories. Child, I cannot talk. And they keep showing me more coloring books. I will not. Oh, Mythographic Fabiana Atanasio. She had a book that came out in January. I didn't know. I'm not running out to get it though. I got other mythographic books to color. I didn't realize that came out just in January. It's just showing it to me for 20% off, trying to get me to buy it. I ain't buying it. Anyway, let us see. No, see, now, see, I can't see the chat when I do that. That's so weird. How do I do that? So there's this the sampler page, and then the giveaway page, which I think I already did. So I'm not going to do that again. Da-da-da-da. I kind of like having the PDFs better than I like having the book. But I have some books by them that I actually want to copy some of the pages onto better paper. Okay, so we got. Oh, that's what I want to do. I found my silver. Yeah, coloring with markers, it goes by fast. That's what I'm finding out, and that's kind of what I'm liking. It's like, ooh, you can get it done quick, and your hand don't hurt. I mean, usually my hand doesn't hurt because I way because I hold my pencil like bubbles. She taught me that, but yeah, even still, like you get it done so much faster. Oh, cool. Well, you can download the PDFs if you want as well. Because I don't know how that happened. I didn't realize that automatically came with it, and I looked and it's like, huh? Looked at the page, I was like, oh, that's how I was coloring in it. Those pages before I got my book. And yeah, I do wish more companies would do that because although the paper in her book is really nice, it is cardstock. So, but if you want to try out so you don't mess up your book or whatever, or you just want to color over and over again, having the PDFs is nice. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. I never use the black. I wonder if I should use the black. Where is it? It blends in too good. Oh, hello. I'm not even priming it. Like, oh well. I should. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're at it. Ooh, that's really. I did too much. Doing too much. So it's like you colored over the. I colored over the black line only to draw another black line in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they never expire. Isn't that awesome? So I feel like I'll be coloring some of those pages 10, 20 times. Why I just did that, I don't know. I'm trying to get it. Probably I need to use the other end. Unless. Yes, I messed up this side of the marker. Okay. It's kind of stuck. I'm going to leave it. And Bubbles, if you're here, Jill Comfort Zone in the chat is who you want to visit her page to look at her gardening setup that she has indoors, by the way. What am I doing with the wheel? I don't know. Guess we're going to do this for now. Let's see. What? I just saw it. Tire needs to be black. No problem. We were talking about gardening the other day because because Mary does outdoor gardening and she probably does some indoors too. She does a whole lot of stuff. And I used to garden outdoors. Now I mostly have plants inside, and that's it. Because we need some. I need my husband to fix where the water's going in our backyard. So I'm not planting anything. If I think it's going to get flooded, I ain't planting. And the way it's been flooding back there the past 2 summers, yeah, I'm not going to be. I'm not gardening in that. So I mostly have indoor plants now. And yeah, so I actually I don't know, Bubbles and Mary, anybody who cares. I actually ordered an arrow garden from Jill's Amazon store, and I still have to set it up. I know I'm slow, but I still got it there in the box. Um, because since I know I'm not going to be able to garden outside until that water problem is fixed, so that's the way I'm going to satisfy my gardening thing and feed our faces. So no, that's weird. That's okay. We'll fix it. I think what I'm going to do is go over this with white again and kind of blend it. I think is what I'm going to do. I think. Which might kind of mess up my white pen, but I don't know why I want the inside of the wheel to be red. This part. Ooh, excuse me. I'll go over that with the red later. Well, that makes it kind of look like rubber, which I don't know. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, cat pot handle. I'll make it red too. Why not? Pathos? Oh, now I gotta look that up. Pathos. It's like inside my house. In some places, it looks like a jungle. Oh, that's pretty. Wait, why are they showing pictures of philodendrons? Those aren't the same thing as philodendrons, are they? I wouldn't think so. No, they're not. They have like the... No, no, no. They look like philodendrons. Unless they just grow upright. That's wild. It looks really pretty. Hmm. The way it's growing like a kind of like a philodendron. Yeah, it's yeah, indoors. Well, she's answering me. Yeah, I didn't like dirt and bugs either until I moved to the country. All of a sudden, although I was running every 2 seconds, my first 2 summers out here, every 2 seconds, I was running to the computer to look up what kind of bug that was I just saw. The main thing I was looking for is, does it bite? Does it bite? And like I said, what always gave me courage to go outside and dig in the dirt were the cats. They gave me courage because they just would all come outside and they'd... It was funny. I didn't notice this until somebody, my sister in law, told me. They would be lying in a semicircle around me, behind me, while I was gardening. And then when I went to another spot, they'd get up and they'd do the same thing, lie in a semicircle behind me. It made me brave. Let's see. What color do I want that pot to be? I could make it yellow, but then that's going to make these not look so yellow, which they already are. They look kind of washed out. I need to add some oomph to them. I still need to color this dude. It's amazing how fast this goes with markers because I just started this thing yesterday, like late yesterday. So that's one thing I'm really liking about this. Okay, do I make him blue? I wish I had a darker blue. Do I have a darker blue on here? I think that'd be bad. Yeah, my philodendron is the first plant I ever had that I didn't kill. And I've had it for like 30 years. Actually started out, it was like at my job that I had in the city, that I lived in before. Um, in the building, they had philodendrons and all of the, I don't know what you call them, the boxes or whatever, that were plant boxes that were inside. And when the lady would come to take care of the plants, she'd always have cuttings, and so she would give the cuttings to us. So all of us in my office had philodendron cuttings in water on her desk. And when I left that job, I just, I took the ones, my cuttings that were on my desk, and I just planted them in a indoor planter here, and it's been growing ever since. And I've divided it and thrown some of it away and whatever. And it's like I had one that was like going all across the picture window and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it was the first thing. It's the only thing I had up to that point that I didn't kill. Got Jill cooks, and she cooks some good food. Really good food. I can't wait. When I get my braces off, oh my gosh. Just wait. I get to go back to eating normal like I want to. Crunchy things, very crunchy things. All day, all the time. I can't wait. Countdown, countdown. I don't know. They make him too dark blue. I don't know. What color do I have? I'm using that light blue to death. Death. And Jill also has a crafting channel too, which I didn't think of it. I need to share it. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get myself together. Da, 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 da. Use the right keyboard. Da, da. There we go. More. And I will let you all know you should buy stock in Dollar Tree because Jill is keeping them. Jill is keeping them in business. Is it okay if I share your crafting channel, Jill? Actually, I'm gonna. Is this a click away? I'm assuming it's okay. I can't tell. I hate reading the chat like two different ways. It's always so crazy. You found it? Of course, Foxy's fast. Fast as a fox. I was cracking up laughing when I heard that when I was listening to something that was talking about stocks and it says, well, stocks in Dollar Tree are up and they're doing consistently well. I says, yeah, I know, it's Jill's fault. That's why. Y'all better thank her. I still have to go to ours because there were stickers that I've seen when some people have been going through there. Miss Southern Belle and Jill, when I've seen them going through there, and there's some stickers there that I think I want. Yeah, I said it, stickers. I still got to figure out exactly what I want to do with them, but there's some of them that are really, I don't know. There was that seahorse one that I really liked. I think I was thinking of like some of Johanna Basford's pages that in that ocean, is it the Lost Ocean? That's it. I don't know. That had me thinking about that page. I'm gonna try and make this look like denim. Yeah, it's kind of hard though. See, this is why I'm thinking I want fine liners. Because I want to make this look like denim. And can't get fine lines. It's kind of denim-esque. Okay, now I think I want to make this top green. Would that be weird? I could make it green-blue. Aww. Okay, take care. You have a good night. Tell Juan hey. What would happen if I used... Yeah, these greens are kind of weird. Weird. I could give him a green pocket. Or something. I don't know. I just don't want him to be all the way blue. I don't know why. How long have I been on here? Hour 20 minutes? Okay. Oh, yes. I will do that. Da-da-da-da. Oops. Let me drop everything about this channel. Oops. I'll use the right keyboard. Oops. Can I get this right? There we go. And Ivy Pearl usually goes live on Thursdays. 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you said you found Foxy's channel. Let me drop Mary's channel. Who else is in here? And Taylor's channel. There we go. I hope this is the right one. Yeah. Looking for Miss Snooty. It's like, where's Miss Snooty? There she is. That's how I know I'm on the right channel. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Hold on. Can I get rid of that? Shoot. I clicked the wrong thing. Let me do it this way. Videos. That's the one thing. I don't know how to delete from, I don't know how to delete, from, let me see. How do I do that? So things I should learn how to do. How about that? Oh, stop. There we go. Ooh, I have started a Q&A poll. I've never been on my channel on YouTube when I've been live. That's interesting. Start a poll. Okay. I kind of like that green. I'm gonna give him jeans. I need to. Yeah, Ivy Pearl has all kinds of contraptions and everything. They call them contraptions. That thing that begins with the C, not the cricket, but that other thing is it called a cinch? That looks really interesting. Especially considering how many PDFs I've been getting over the past few months. It's almost like I need to start putting them like in their own like binder situation or something. I'm gonna do a lighter cover at the top. What color? Lighter blue. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It's like I watch everybody and then it's like I think about it for a long time and think about, what can I do with that? You know? And then like of course everything at this point I need more space on my desk actually and more workspace on my desk before I do a lot of things. So oh cool. What crafty things. Where's Bubbles? How'd I miss her? They tell me you're here. Hey Bubbles. Sorry. I'm not following the chat. Bubbles, I'm getting my marker game on. I'm almost ready to color miso. Getting closer because I don't want to mess those up. So it's like I'm not doing those until I know what I'm doing. I got a handle on this. What can I give him? Hope you're feeling good or better or something. Something on the positive side. There we go. We gave him jeans. Bubbles, were you live today? Oh, okay. That's good. Because I kept looking and looking. It's like, nobody's on, nobody's on. Nobody's been on. Where's everybody? So I finally decided, oh, let's go live. So, yeah, I didn't go live yesterday because, like, when it got to, I don't know, that unexpected storm and power outage thing, it was like, okay, well, I ain't tempting fate. The good part was that I got my laundry done before that happened, which was really, that was a blessing. We're still waiting for a part for to get our generator needs a new motor of all things, or there's something inside the motor, a timer thingy. Um, and oh, how do you untag a message? What's that? Hide message. Is that it? Oh, okay. I'm learning all kinds of things. And his beard and his hands or gloves. Are we giving him gloves or I'm gonna give him just his hands. I don't think I feel like all that. And it's hard 30 minutes. Although I kind of want to give him gloves, but excuse me, drippy nose. 'Tis the season. It was almost 60 yesterday, and then it's like 35 as a high today. Just going back and forth, back and forth. I keep loving these acrylic markers like this. I don't know. Maybe never color in pencil again. No, that's not true. Okay. So now I need to figure out alcohol markers. Thank you. Yeah, Ivy Pearl, I thought that you would, I don't know, I just felt like you and Jill, like with the things that you do, you two would click with that. I kind of felt that. I like people like, I don't know, together. When like-minded people, it's always nice when like-minded people find each other and stuff, you know. It makes me feel good. Okay, what we got? What we doing with Mr. He's got his denim and his shovel. I think he's cute. Um, kind of need to make that not look so obvious there. What happens if I use the... Ooh, that was the wrong color. Oh well. I'm gonna make it work. It's the reflection of his nose. Well, worst case scenario, I cover it over with white. The wonder of acrylic markers. I just cover it over with white because that was stupid. Or we'll blend it. So I missed Foxy's morning live this morning. I slept longer than I expected. But if she still has one tomorrow, if I go to bed early, I'll be able to catch that one. And let's see. How am I doing that one? So we're going to do pot. Could I make it? I don't know if I want it to be red. I don't know what color to make that pot. Let's do his beard. How come I didn't make any of these redheads? I'm always making Hannah Carlson folks redheads. I never made a gnome a redhead. Let's make a red. Oops. Well, let's kind of juice this up. It's my paper. There we go. And you know what I think is both Ivy Pearl is both you and Jill. When I mentioned junk journal, both of you said something similar or the same thing. You both said to me, well, I don't know if I want to call it a junk journal. You both said the same thing when I was talking about that. I think that's why I was thinking it's like, okay, them two really gonna get along. They don't like that word junk. I ain't making no junk. That made me laugh. I do understand though, like why. Okay, so we're gonna make him like. How are we gonna do this? I don't want to do the edge because that's gonna mess up. So, which book are we ordering? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey Bubbles, did you hear? I get my mine comes tomorrow. Yep, mine is coming tomorrow. Yay! I'm so excited. A treasure journal. Okay, that works. Da 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 da. She doesn't like that kind of book though, because I mean, it's kind of. I guess it's kind of dark. Kind of dark. Okay, we want to make him. Is this too pink or what? Oh, let's see. There we go. Yeah, so now I'm getting closer to wanting to take out my gouache. Oh yeah, I got something too. I haven't opened it yet, but I specifically bought them because I was like, okay, I can see like with these acrylics, I'm gonna need a certain kind of marker or a certain kind of paintbrush, and to do certain things. So I immediately, well, not immediately, I went to Amazon, and well, it didn't turn out too bad. It's just the first. That's without the juice. Where did I put them anyway? They got to be here. They're right here. Unboxing time. I hope I like them. I hope they look like they looked in the. Ugh. Okay, we need scissors. We need scissors. You ain't got patience like that. Ooh. Can I put them this way? I don't want to mess up the tip. Because you know me, when I like color, I want it thick. I want thick color. I don't want none of this dab, dab, dab crap. Sorry. Ain't about that life. So, yeah. They look like makeup brushes. Although there's not much difference between makeup brushes and paint brushes. They're made by the same companies anyway. But, so I got these brushes, which actually, could probably also use them for dry medium. So I don't know. I may separate some of them for that. But, what's the name of them? Light Wish? Because I need something that's short, that has a short handle. If I'm doing something at my desk and it's like right close to me, I need a short handled brush, not a long handled one. And also because I like, I like applying color thick and wide and whatever. Like even like with this, I really did want something bigger to cover the background. Um, and yeah, so I have these. This is a really big one. And it's kind of similar to sorry. I'm like taking shortcuts with talking because like I said, I can't talk right because of these braces. They're really that wire is really doing its thing. Ooh, just one of the hairs are coming. Ooh. Hmm. These are the ones I use for well, I use them for the what do you call them? Pan pastels for the distressed inks and distressed oxides. I've been using them for that. Um, and what else? Oh, and I think did I use some? No, I'm trying not to use them for the um, King Art gel sticks. I'm trying to stick to these guys for the gel sticks. Yes, and it's turning really green. Actually, it's just stained. No color left on there, so I don't know. So maybe I have enough for dry medium, and I'll use this for wet. And I was thinking also specifically for the gouache as well, possibly. So more brushes. I believe in brushes. So that's that. So I'm really thinking hard about, yeah, really going into that zone. Ooh, what is wrong with the sky? Ooh, sky doesn't look right. Does not look right at all. The sun is shining bright and the sky is like completely cloudy and dark gray. Like, what is that about? Blue gray. Strange. We had a strange sky last night too, the way the sun was. Everything was like this bright, like yellow orange or orange yellow orange because it was more yellow, and yet the sky was darker than it is right now. It was really strange. I think this is because of whatever storm had been happening, but now I'm looking like they almost look like snow clouds, which it could snow. It's going to be 27 degrees tonight, so interesting. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be 56 degrees again. So it's doing this up and down thing. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Thank you. So let's see. What time is it? So I'm going to head out in 15 minutes because I don't know why it seems like 2 hours is my average live these days. Which is odd considering, like, I don't know. How many hours did I say I color a week? 6? I wasn't really counting. I was just guessing. So I guess I can chalk it up to that. Okay. I am satisfied with his beard. Although, I kind of want to cover up around the side. Just a little bit. And, oh, he's got leaves in his hair, so we'll do that. I'm going to figure this out. I'm just going to do that. I kind of like it just like that with just the stripes. Leave it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you. Take care, Jill. Nice having you over here. Glad you got to meet some folks and some folks got to meet you. That's always nice. Yeah, I like his stripes. I'm keeping them as just stripes. That's it. Figure out his pockets. Finish his boots. Color that. Color his patch. Actually, I want his patch to match the mushroom. There's her beige. There's the beige. Then I need to get up and run around the house for a little bit because I've been sitting here a long time. So I watched yesterday morning, actually watched the rest of Wheel of Time. I guess there were 3 episodes so far this season. I didn't realize it had. I don't know how that happened because it seemed like one day I was trying to get it and they weren't available yet, and then next thing I know, I go to look at it and then it's like there's 3 episodes. How does that happen? Yay! Thank you, and you're welcome. Yeah, they're all good people. Love them all. Let's see. So yesterday morning, I actually watched part of the last part of the second episode, and then the entire. I watched the entire 3rd episode. I was like, so I'm all caught up. I love that show. And now one of my favorite actresses is actually in this season now. She was the president on of Earth on that show The Expanse. She's like a Indian woman and she has like a raspy voice. Oh man, I love that show. I love that show so much. And so now that she's on it, it's like, oh no, now y'all really are doing me in now. Now you know I have to watch it now because I love that woman. I just love. She has such presence. She has a very, I don't know. She's got presence. That's all I can say. Like really, just she shows up on the screen and it's like, all eyes on her. Like just I don't know. And yeah, so I mean this is the fastest I've ever been through a coloring page ever, and there's a lot of stuff in here. So that doing it with markers really does move quicker. I figure out what. Oh, that's actually a tulip. I should make that yellow. Can't remember her name. Let me look her up. She just shows up at the end of the 2nd episode. Let me look it up. Oop, let me use the right keyboard. I keep using the wrong one. Cast. Cass, season 3. What's her name? 6 more. Where's she at? They don't have her in there. So let me look up the Expanse. She'll be in that. You're only making me look through everybody? What the heck? Where is she in there? There she is. Shore Agdashlu. Is that her name? That's her real name. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this woman. Oh, she's Iranian. Okay. She's Iranian American. Shore Agdashlu. Man, I swear she just like owns the screen. She shows up and she's just like, whoop. Yeah, and it just got better and better. Just um and there's few things that I really watch at all. Like I just like, like I barely can get through the first episode of any show and I'm like, "Oh brother, who cares?" But with this show, I could not stop watching and it was like I had to watch it. Um yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I mean, I do kind of like fantasy things, but I just don't run to watch everything. You know what I mean? I'm very picky. And I lose interest in one slight thing and I'll lose interest. It's like, oh, I don't care what happens to anybody in this. But I do, in this one, I guess I feel like I do feel invested. Like I care about what happens to each character. And then they introduce somebody new and then they get you interested in that character. So then I'm interested in what happens to that one. And I was that same way with that show, The Expanse, that I couldn't stop watching. I wanted to see what happened with each one of them. So, yeah, I really like that show. So, let's just thing look. Just looking down at that. That's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so I guess I'm going to end it here. 7 minutes till this is 2 hours, and there's no crime and ending ending before it's 2 hours. Give somebody else a chance. And I'm gonna get up and run around the house and do some things because I'm sitting in the chair too long. But just wanted to show my progress on this, and yeah. So I am gonna have, yeah, I'll probably do like an unboxing when I get those fine liners, um, or something. I'll probably do an unboxing of it. I'm not sure if I want to do a flip through of the Kirby book or not because I don't want to spoil it for anybody or whatever. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe Bubbles will do a flip through so we can look at hers. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'm glad everybody got to meet everybody and chat and we got to see each other. I'm glad Foxy's back. Um, she was really missed. And so I hope you all have a good night and whoever comes up live today, I'll probably try and catch you. I'll try. I'm always looking to see who's on, who's on. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. I know tomorrow maybe Foxy will go live tomorrow night with Jay Carey. If not, then like Jay Carey will be live. And then in the morning, I am going to try and be in Foxy's live in the morning if she's live in the morning. I gotta double check that. And otherwise, I'll see you all later. Thank you, Mary. Have a good evening, everybody.